I'm now 5 days without a fever, so I think the worst of the flu is over with. I still have a cough and I'm feeling a little weak, but I have to get back into training. I've spent 5 months training for the Dopey Challenge in January, and I have less than 6 weeks to race, so I have to get back into it. The fear that me of the flu getting me out of my routine is very real. For me, once I get out of a routine, it's very hard for me to get back into it, so getting out of a routine for a week, even though I've been training for 5 months, is a real fear that I'm gonna struggle to get through this last 6 weeks. Recovering from the flu and getting back in my routine is very important to me, because last year I was swept at mile 22 at the marathon, and this is my chance to come back. I don't want to take off the course again. I decided this year though to really invest time into doing the Dopey Challenge. Since I fell at the marathon, I'm not just going back to do 26 miles, I'm doing 48.6 miles, and I want to take the failure of the marathon as a learning experience and motivation to train and get through this. I started out with a 14-minute mile and at 235 pounds, which is heavy for a runner. My goal was to be at a 12-minute mile for the marathon and be down to 200 pounds by race day. I'm still at 219 pounds, so I've lost 16 pounds, which is great, but I'm not going to be at 200 pounds in 6 weeks. I know that's not going to happen. My goal is to focus on just counting calories, intermittent fasting, and try to get my weight as low as possible by race day. It is a big accomplishment to be down 16 pounds though while trying to train, because I do have to eat certain foods to try to handle these really long runs. Not where I wanted to be. I'll adjust and I'll figure out how to do it. In my first training since the flu, I have 2 45-minute runs and a 7-mile run with a magic mile. This is my second magic mile, so it's really going to show me how far the flu has set me back or how much I've progressed.
First training run since the flu. Thought I'd come out and give it a try. It's been a week. A little over a week.
It should be easier now that I'm no longer sick.
And it's hard.
Guess not.
I feel like I took a huge step back. My pace isn't where it should be. For my heart rate, I'm doing pretty good, but my lungs aren't keeping up. I'll put the real pace down below. My first one back. I have a lot of catching up to do and a little less than 2 months to do it in. It's only 6 weeks or so to the race. I gotta figure out how to catch up so I can finish this challenge. Felt good to get out here though. Finished walking in, take a shower, because I procrastinated to the evening, normal Tuesdays. And we'll see how Thursday goes. Maybe my lung capacity will be a little better by then. Just now finishing the 45-minute run. I've been training for 5 months, and it's so hard to get back in the routine of intermittent fasting and running. Couldn't wake up this morning. It's now the evening, which throws my whole day off. But I did it, had 112 mile, plus I felt back to my normal self since I had the flu. This weekend, I think I'm gonna do my 7 miles with my magic mile. A little concerned about my lung capacity, but we'll see how it goes. Done over 5 months. I gotta stick to the last of this with all the holidays. Being sick, I gotta stick to it though. So close. Gotta get back into intermittent fasting consistently and get up in the morning to run though. I'll have to take a shower and eat some dinner before 7. Oh, hey there. How are you doing? 6:30 in the morning. Look how bright it is already though. 51 degrees. Which to me is perfect running weather. A lot of people think it's cold, but I love it. I decided today to do my 7 miles since my Thursday run went pretty well with my magic mile. So the plan, first mile, I'm gonna kind of speed walk, warm up. Second and maybe third mile, I'm just gonna run normal. But this time I'm gonna try to stick to running a quarter mile, 30-second break, which will then give me my pace that I should get on the marathon. Feeling pretty good. Still got a cough. Lung capacity is not quite there, but see how it goes. All right, so 1 mile almost done. I already started running. We'll go from there. Okay, 2 miles done. I'm gonna run 1 more just to get through all the stoplights so I can try to run my quarter mile without stopping. I'm feeling pretty good except for the random coughing every now and then, but my lungs are a little better. Not quite where they need to be. After I complete 3 miles, magic mile, then I have 3 miles to complete after that. Crap, gotta run again. So I should be warmed up. After my magic mile will be my goo to help me get through the last 3 miles. Feeling pretty good though. It's a little cold. Everyone's dressed up in hoodies and stuff, and I'm out here wearing shorts, but okay, let's do this. I'm on the less than half mile, so I should be under a 12-minute, 30-second mile this whole run, which is awesome. I stuck to the quarter mile run, 30-second walk for my magic mile. I feel like I did it faster my last magic mile. I don't remember what my last one was, so let's put it up on the screen. I was 10 minutes, 20 seconds for that mile, but it felt faster. My quads are depleted, and next week I'm supposed to run 10 miles followed by 23. And 7 miles, my quad's already hurt. The flu really knocked me backwards. I don't know if I'm able to do it next week or not. I may have to push it off to the following week. But if I push it off 1 more week, last week I have before the race to do it. I have to have a few weeks recovery for the actual race. So I'm a little worried about that. My lung capacity and stuff is better. I'm a little sore, a little tired, fatigued. So I'm not 100% over the flu yet, apparently. Spent 5 months training. 1 week knocked me back about a month or 2. Sucks. Let me know in the comments how you got over the flu and got back into running. My first time ever. It's a lot harder than I thought. I didn't realize I could lose so much training so fast. Time to finish this last half mile. And then I have to make some decisions about next week.
Now that I've rested today before recording this, my cough has gotten much better. And I wasn't near as sore after 7 miles as I expected to be. During the run, I was a little sore, but the recovery seemed to be pretty quick. So I think I can do the 23 miles next week. It's not gonna be easy, and a lot of this is mentally telling myself I can do it. It's just as much mental as it is physical at this point. I'm not at 100%, so it will be a struggle to go the 23 miles. If I can get through 23 at less than 100%, 26 miles in January should be completely doable. I do estimate that the flu has probably set me back 3 weeks. I was 1 week without training, but I'm also more fatigued and short of breath when compared to the wine and dine, which I ran the week before the flu. Next week, I'm gonna be running between 43 and 45 miles. So this is gonna be a true test of my endurance, whether I'm recovered from the flu, all of it. This is gonna be a record for me as well. It's the most miles I've ever run in a week, and I've never run 23 miles before in my entire life. I got swept at mile 22. Make sure you subscribe if you're new.